everyone, this is Ayushi Maheshwari. Welcomes you all to my channel Physio Gyan. Our today's topic is ulnar artery. Ulnar artery is also the branch of the brachial artery as the radial artery. Brachial artery elbow के यहाँ पे bifurcate करती है दो arteries में, radial artery और ulnar artery. So we are talking about this ulnar artery. So before moving on, do not forget to subscribe my channel, hit the like button and share it with your colleagues. As you all know, the word ulna means elbow in the Latin. So it relates with the olecranon process of the ulna, which is present over here. This is the olecranon process of the ulna. Okay. So both the arteries, the ulnar artery and the radial artery, are responsible for supplying blood to the forearm and hand. ये दोनों आर्टरीज हमारी ब्लड सप्लाई करती है फोरआर्म्स में और हैंड में. जैसे कि नाम से ही पता चल रहा है अल्ना, तो ये अल्नर आर्टरी जो है ये अल्ना बोन के साइड ही ट्रैवल करेगी. सो दिस अल्नर आर्टरी स्टार्ट्स एट अ क्यूबाइटल फोसा and runs and traverses through over the medial side. Medial side means over the ulnar bone side up to the pisiform bone, and then it anastomoses at the wrist joint with the palmar carpal branches of the radial artery. Most of its course, the ulnar artery travels between the flexor digitorum superficialis and the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. So these both are the two main muscles which are around the ulnar artery. So now moving on towards the surface marking of the ulnar artery. Surface marking means three important points or three important landmarks of the ulnar artery. So first important point is over the neck of the radius where it starts. The brachial artery bifurcates into radial artery and ulnar artery. This is the ulnar artery and this is the radial artery. Over the neck of the radius is the first point from where it starts. Second point is somewhere between upper 1/3 and the middle 2/3 section where the ulnar artery is present laterally to the ulnar nerve. This is ulnar nerve. This is your ulnar nerve. If you see likewise in your hand, this is the medial part, and ulnar nerve traverses here and just lateral to the ulnar nerve, ulnar artery is present. And the third point is at the pisiform bone. Here at the pisiform bone, where the ulnar artery ends, and from here it moving further, it anastomoses with the palmar branches of the radial arteries. So this was the landmarks and three important points of the ulnar artery. First is at the neck of the radius, second is somewhere between here at upper 1/3 and the lower 2/3, and third at the pisiform bone. So guys, what is the course of the ulnar artery? मतलब ये कैसे ट्रैवल करती है? जो अल्नर आर्टरी है अपने अपर 1/3 सेक्शन, जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं ऑब्लिक जा रही है. अपर 1/3 सेक्शन में तो ये ऑब्लिक जाती है और लोअर 2/3 सेक्शन में ये वर्टिकल जा रही है. और पूरे कोर्स में जो अपर 1/3 पार्ट है ये काफी डीप होता है और जो लोअर 2/3 पार्ट है, जो वर्टिकल पार्ट है, वो थोड़ा सुपरफिशियल होता है. And in most of its course, the ulnar artery is lateral to the ulnar nerve. पूरे कोर्स में ulnar nerve इसके laterally ही present रहती है. So this is the course of the ulnar artery, and moving on further from the pisiform bone and anastomose here. Okay, so now after seeing the course of the ulnar artery, let's move on towards the relation. That means what are the structures which are present around the ulnar artery. As I already told you, the ulnar artery is the largest terminal branch of the brachial artery. And ulnar artery in its upper 1/3 part, it is very deep, and its lower 2/3 part is so superficial. So in its upper 1/3 part, it is covered by various muscles which are the anterior relations. So seeing the anterior relations of the ulnar artery here. This is the diagram of the flexor compartment of the forearm. This is your humerus bone for upward. This is your radius bone and the ulnar bone on the medial side, which has been hidden by these muscles. So this muscle is your pronator teres muscle. This is your pronator teres muscle. This is your flexor carpi radialis muscle. All these muscles, though, are the flexor muscles arising from the common flexor origin from the medial epicondyle. This is your palmaris longus muscle, see, which is coming till down here. This one is your palmaris longus muscle. This is your flexor carpi ulnaris, and this one is the flexor digitorum superficialis. These are the anterior relations of the muscles of the forearm above the ulnar artery in its upper 1/3 section. Though it is so superficial in its lower 2/3, so it is only covered with the skin, superficial fascia and the deep fascias. Next relations are over the posterior relations. So in posterior relations, the artery is related with the brachialis muscle and runs downward with the profundus muscle, flexor digitorum profundus muscle. Over the medial part, as I already told you in the earlier diagram, it's most of its course, it is medial to the ulnar nerve. That is, the ulnar nerve is present, it's medial, and the ulnar artery is lateral. This is the medial nerve. This is your ulnar nerve, and the ulnar artery is traversing likewise to its leader. So the medial relation is the ulnar nerve. And in it's the lateral part, lateral compartment, or the laterally it is covered, it is having the flexor digitorum superficialis muscle. So here we are done with all the relations of the ulnar artery over anterior posterior compartment, lateral side and the medial side. On the topic of the ulnar artery, we had reached to the branches of the ulnar artery. There are 5 branches of the ulnar artery. They are anterior ulnar recurrent artery, posterior ulnar recurrent artery, common interosseous artery, dorsal palmar branch and the palmar carpal branch. From these above 2 anterior and the posterior ulnar recurrent artery, I already explained you in my previous video of the brachial artery under the heading of the collateral and recurrent anastomosis at the elbow joint. So now we will move on towards the common interosseous artery. Common interosseous artery is the artery which arises just below the radial tuberosity and it travels upward over the interosseous membrane at the interosseous membrane and divides into 2. It divides into 2, anterior and posterior. Anterior interosseous artery and the posterior interosseous artery. So guys, anterior interosseous artery is the deepest artery of the forearm and supplies and gives muscular branches to supply all the deep muscles of the forearm, means major deep muscles of the forearm. And it gives a nutrient artery to the, gives a branch of the nutrient artery to the radius bone and the ulnar bone. It gives the reinforcing branch towards the extensor compartment. It gives the descending branch at the anterior carpal branch area. Okay, so now moving on towards the posterior interosseous artery. Posterior interosseous artery gives the branch interosseous recurrent artery which traverses upward and anastomose at the elbow joint. Next is the dorsal palmar branch and the palmar carpal branch. Both of these are branches of the radial parts and the ulnar parts. यानी ये दोनों branches radial artery में भी होती हैं और ये दो branches ulnar artery में भी होती हैं. ये दोनों branches ulnar artery से भी निकल रही हैं और radial artery से भी निकल रही हैं और wrist joint के यहाँ पे anastomose कर रही हैं और यहाँ पे एक anastomosis बना रही है जिसमें ये वाला है हमारा superficial arch and this one is your deep arch. This one is your deep arch. And this is your superficial arch. And from there are several branches arising from the palmar digital arteries. These are your palmar digital arteries. These are your thumb and all the fingers present over here. So guys, to remember the branches, here we are having a mnemonic. Can you please define anatomical pictures? Can you please define anatomical pictures? See how cool it is. Ken for common interosseous artery. Please, P for palmar carpal branch. D for dorsal palmar branch. A is for anterior ulnar recurrent. P is for posterior ulnar recurrent. So it is very easy to remember, and here we complete all the arteries of the upper limb. So thank you so much.